Morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-bid conference for the following contracts: 26FA009, 26FA0010, 26FA0011. Later na. This activity is being conducted pursuant to provisions of Republic Act Number 12009, its IRR, and applicable procurement guidelines of the department. May we acknowledge the presence of the following: Wilfredo Gitulio Rodriguez, back member; Maria Coleta Dizon, back secretariat member; Christine Semanes, back member; Epifania Recato, back member; Salvador R. Rempilio, back vice chair; yours truly, back chairman; and Eva Clarino, back sec head. Morning, everyone. So we will start with the pre-bid conference for the Project 26FA009, construction of multipurpose building, covered court, convertible to evacuation center, Barangay Cobo, Tabaco City, Albay, 13.350742, 123.727775. So the purpose of this conference is to discuss and clarify issues and concerns regarding the bidding documents and the procurement requirements prior to the submission of bids. May we request the back secretariat to certify the posting and availability of the ITB and the bidding documents.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Invitation to bid for 26FA009, construction of multipurpose building, covered court, convertible to evacuation center, Barangay Cobo, Tabaco City. The DPWH Albay First DEO through GAA 2026 intends to apply the sum of 11,880,000, being the approved ADC for the contract. Completion of the work is required 200 calendar days. Prospective bidders should be registered with and classified by the PCAB with license classification at the size range small b. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens or proprietorship, cooperatives, and partnership or organization with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on June 10 to 30, 2026 from the address below, and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPP in the amount of 25,000. Prospective bidders shall present their original official receipt of payment for bid documents to the back secretariat of this office before the deadline for inclusion in the list of contractors for eligibility processing. The owner authorized representatives included in the CRC will be allowed to transact business relative to the bidding matters per DEO 197 series of 2001. Those representatives not included in the CRC are required to submit a special power of attorney or secretary certificate, whichever is applicable, and one valid government ID for the owner and representative to be allowed to transact business. Bids must be received by the back secretariat through manual submission at the address indicated below on or before June 30, 2026, 10 a.m. Late bid shall not be accepted. Bid opening shall be on June 30, 10:01 a.m. onwards at procurement unit. For further information, please refer to Michael A. Presbytero, Chief Construction Section, DPWH Albay DEO. The minimum work experience requirements for key personnel are the following: Project Manager 5, Project Engineer Provisional, Project Engineer 1, Materials Engineer 1, Construction Foreman 1. This qualification applies if the pledged personnel's largest project handled does not meet the required 50% of the ABC. The minimum major equipment requirements are the following: 1 bagger mixer, 1 plate compactor, 1 welding machine, 2 concrete vibrator, 1 cutting outfit, 1 bar bender, 1 bar cutter, civil, electrical, structural tools, and modifying the list of requirements to be pledged or non-compliant as to required equipment and the number of units in the BDS is considered a complete bid in a ground for disqualification. Strictly comply the requirements prescribed under the 58 series of 2012, inclusion of material data on the pledged equipment of a bidder and his bid documents, and the 11 series of 2017, inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of the bid, DEO 253 series of 2003, accreditation of asphalt and Portland cement to brick patching plants. Additional contract documents required for the contract: 1. Construction methods. 2. Construction schedule in the form of PERT CPM, diagram or precedence diagram and bar chart with S-curve or other approved tools for project scheduling and cash flow. 3. Manpower schedule. 4. Equipment utilization schedule. 5. Construction safety and health program. 6. Contractors all risk insurance.
Thank you. So maybe request the end user and the TWG end user to present the project overview, scope of work, technical requirements, and other pertinent details.
Good morning. So here's the DED plan for the construction of multi-purpose building, Cobo, convertible evacuation center, Barangay, Cobo, Tabaco City, Albay, with coordinates 13.35074 north, latitude 123.72775, east longitude. Next, please. So you can see the perspective plan on the vicinity map. The location is adjacent to the Cobo Barangay Hall and near the Cobo Elementary School. The location also have basketball court of Barangay Cobo. So the pay items will be facilities for engineer, other general requirements like permits and clearances, permanent monuments and marker, project billboards and signboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization, demobilization, and temporary fence. For earthworks, pay items, removal of structures and obstructions, structure excavation, embankment for roadway and structure excavation, embankment from barrow, gravel peel, structural concrete, class A 3000 PSI, lean concrete, reinforcing steel, weight 40, formworks and false work. Other pay items are soil poisoning, catch basin, storm drainage and downspout, fabricated metal roofing accessories, the ridge roll, fabricated metal roofing accessories, flashing, repainted metal sheets, long span, corrugated, waterproofing, cement floor finish, plain, cement plaster finish, painting works, painting for masonry, painting works, steel, CHP, 100 mm, louver blocks, metal structure, light poles and rods, turnbuckles, sub rods, cross bracing, steel plates, and the structural steel for traffic and purlins. The railings, tapos sa electrical naman, conduits, box and yung abang, wires and wiring devices, panel boards, and lighting fixtures. Next, please. So, yan po yung yung topographic survey. Topographic survey, you can see there the Cobo at the northern part is the Cobo Barangay Hall. Tapos sa eastern part na is the Cobo Elementary School. So, yung highlighted po sa yellow, yan po yung existing basketball court. Yan po gagawin yung site. Next. So, general specification for the survey. Next. Balik po. For information of everybody. Pabalik lang. Yung sa lower right po, yan po yung magiging sa monument and markers so we can see what will be the project.
Bago naman.
Permanent po siya.
Sa side yan.
Yes lang po sa side. Sa anywhere doon sa side ng building.
Konkreto na pala.
Permanent marker.
Bago na sungaya. Plate. Parang plate. Plate plan.
So, for since i-as-built naman siya, as-state, so doon po natin i-set din kung saan yung monument. Next, please. So, ayan po yung mga right side elevation niya. Anyway, ang po niya, yung dimension niya, hindi po siya yung typical standard size na usually na pinakamalaki ng basketball court na 32 meters. So, 26 by 18 lang po siya. We will be accommodating the site. Next, please. And front elevation. Next. Rear elevation. Same lang po. Yan po yung longitudinal section showing the trusses and the lateral beams. Next. Next. Yan po yung roof plan. So, may parapet din po siya. Next. The PWH Albay. Next. So, yan po yung yung signage and barricade plan. Since open po siya sa public, so we need to barricade the site. Next. General specifications for the structural. Next. Same. Next. Yan po din. Sa specs pa rin po yan. General specs pa rin. Next. Next. So, yung sa mga details ng views. Next. Same. Yan. Nandiyan na rin po yung cutting list for the structure. RSB. Next. So, yan din po yung magiging layout ng trusses natin. Next. Yeah, last na yan. Ayan. Yan din yung mga section details. Next. Star ramp din po, structural niya. Next. So, ito yung po sa electrical details din po. General specifications. And yung sa panel board diagram. Next. Lighting layout. Next. Yung computation lang po ng electrical. Next. And then voltage drop calculation, limited level calculation. Next. Sa drainage layout, and din po. And so yung touch basing and layout, up and direction kung saan po labas. Next. Ito rin po yung detail ng magiging temporary facilities for the engineers. Next. Same. Next. General details din po. Next. Electrical, yung lighting layout ng sa facilities for engineer. Next. Last time. So, for the information for the plans, so anyway, yung sheet po niya is composed of 48 sheets for the plans. You can download it for the PDFs for more information. Next, please. Thank you.
Thank you. So, may
Any additional remains po lang uli, since this is a building, this is covered under Department Order 227 Series of 2022, the accreditation of the project engineers. So pwede na rin as per dito sa atin yung PP provisional project engineers. Then yung ISO po is not required for this category, small A, small B.
Provisional. Sir, Doctor.
Ayun lang po siguro reminder.
So the floor is now open for questions, comments, and clarifications from the body. Any comments or clarifications? If there's none, we will proceed to the pre-bid conference of the remaining two typical projects. 26 FA0010, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Cajugotan, Bacacay, Albay, 13.283867 and 123.81039. And 26 FA0011, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Manaet, Bacacay, Albay, 13.282607, 123.852.859.
Good morning once again. Invitation to bid for 26 FA 0010, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Cajugotan, Bacacay, Albay, and 26 FA 0011, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Manaet, Bacacay, Albay. The DPWH Albay First DEO Troca 2026 intends to apply the sum of 7,920,000 for 26 FA 0010 and 8,910,000 for 26 FA 0011. The completion of the project is required, 180 calendar days. Bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the RA 12009, otherwise known as the new Procurement Act. The contract shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bidder who was determined as such during post-qualification. Prospective bidders should be registered with and classified by the PCAP license category classification at the size range small b. Bidder should have completed within 10 years from the date of submission and receipt of bids a contract similar to the project. Bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens, sole proprietorships, cooperatives, and partnership organizations with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines. Interested bidders may obtain further information from DPWH Albay First DEO and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on June 10 to 30, 2026 from the address below, and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidance issued by the GPPB in the amount of 10,000. Prospective bidders shall present the original official receipt of payment for bid documents to the Back Secretariat of this office before the deadline for inclusion in the list of contractors for eligibility processing. The owner or authorized representatives included in the CRC will be allowed to transact business relative to bidding matters per DEO 197 series of 2001. Those representatives not included in the CRC are required to submit a special power of attorney or secretary certificate, whichever is applicable, and one valid government ID for the owner and representative to be allowed to transact business. Bids must be duly received by the Back Secretary through manual submission at the address indicated below only before June 30, 2026, 10 a.m. Date bid shall not be accepted. Bid opening shall be on June 30, 2026, 10:01 a.m. onwards at Procurement Unit. For further information, please refer to Michael A. Presbetero, Chief Construction Section, DPWH Albay First DEO. The minimum work experience requirements for key personnel are the following: Project Manager 5, Project Engineer Provisional Project Engineer 1, Materials Engineer 1, Construction Foreman 1. This qualification applies if the pledged person as largest project handles does not meet the required 50% of the ABCs. The minimum measuring equipment requirements are the following: 1 bobber mixer, 1 plate compactor, 1 welding machine, 2 concrete vibrator, 1 cutting outfit, 1 bar bender, 1 bar cutter, civil, electrical, structural tools, enough. Modifying the list of requirements to be pledged or non-compliant as to required equipment and the number of units in the BDS is considered as a complete bid and a ground for disqualification. Strictly complied the requirements prescribed under DEO 58 series of 2012, inclusion of material data on the pledged equipment of a bidder in its bid documents, DEO 11 series of 2017, inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of the bid, DEO 253 series of 2003, accreditation of asphalt and Portland cement concrete patching plants. Additional contract documents required for the contract: construction methods, construction schedule in the form of per CPM, diagram or precedence diagram, and bar chart with S-curve or other approved tools of project scheduling and cash flow, manpower schedule, equipment utilization schedule, construction safety and health program, contractors all risk insurance.
Thank you, ma'am. We request the answer to present the project overview, scope of work, and technical requirements.
Good morning. So here's the detailed engineering design plan for the construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Hall, Barangay Cajugotan, Bacacay, Albay, with the coordinates of 13.283867 north latitude and 123.81039 east longitude. Next, please. So here's the vicinity map and the perspective plan. This will be located beside the previously constructed covered court of Barangay Cajugotan. The pay item shall be the provision of field office for the engineer, permits and clearances, permanent monuments and markers, project billboard and signboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization and demo of temporary fence, For the earthworks, structure excavation, embankment from roadway, embankment from barrow, gravel peel. For the reinforced concrete, structural concrete class A, 3,000 PSI, plain concrete, reinforcing steel, grade 40, formworks and false work. For other finishing and other civil works, soil poisoning, catch basin, sewer line works, storm drainage and downspout, septic tank, plumbing fixtures, cold water lines, swap hardware, aluminum glass window, awning type, and an aluminum glass window fixed type, frames and jambs for transom and mullion seal jambs, doors, flash door, panel doors, waterproofing, glazed tiles entering and glazed tiles, plain cement floor finish, cement plaster, masonry painting works, wood painting works, PVC doors and frames, CHP for both 100 and 150 mm, and railings for electrical conduits, wires and wiring devices, panel boards, lighting and fixtures, and there's a mechanical for fire extinguisher as required for the BFP. Next please. So, yan po yung actual location map. So, you can see the highlighted part where's the existing covered court. So, alongside po siya doon sa baba. Next, please. So, again, like the previous project, ito yung monuments and marker doon po for the GPS coordinates. Next. So, yung ito po yung floor plan niya showing the stack up. Ang dimension po ng building is for the building footprint is 12 by 100 with extension of 200 meters from both sides for the stairs and the ramps. Next. Yan yung po yung sa second floor plan. Next. Roofing plan, roof deck plan. Next. So, yun po yung front elevation. So, ganyan po yung magiging mga design po natin ng lahat ng multipurpose building na barangay hall. Next. Yung right side elevation din po. Next. Left side elevation. Next. So, ito rin po yung mga detalye, yung mga spot detail for the concrete cutters and breaker and canopy. Next. Reflective ceiling plan. Next. As for the second floor, yan po yung reflective ceiling plan yun po. Next. And then, sa roof deck. Next. So, ito yan po yung magiging logo, built up letters detail. So, magkakaroon po sa harap po yan. Yan po yung lalagay yung mga, parang siya po yung signage po. Parang signage ng built up details ng barangay. Next. Stairs, details of stairs. Next. And din po yung details of section stage sa stairs din po. Next. Billboards, details of billboards. Next. So, yan po yung magiging signage and barricade plan po din natin. Next. So, ito rin po yung structural general notes. Next. Another general structural notes. Next. So, ito rin po yung spot putting time beam schedule. So, for all the beams and the columns, ganito po yung mga kikita rin po natin yung cutting details na cutting list ng mga back. Next. So, yung mga view up detail ng sunbreaker, ng windows and jambs, wall putting, concrete gutter, and ramp. Next. So, sa stairs din po, structural details ng stairs, ang blow up plan. Next. So, yung sa drainage system, yung sa plumbing, ito yung po yung So, next. Sa electrical, loads. Next. So, lighting layout din po, electrical. Next. Same, power layout. There's power naman po siya. Next. So, second floor power layout. Next. Computation for overload sa electrical. Next, please. Wala na. Wala na. Next. Ay, pa, sige na. Okay, so we're in drainage layout. Next. Oops. Drainage layout. Next, please. So, isometric drawing for the drainage and the water line. Next. Ito yung detail ng septic tank. Next, please. Ayan, sa fire extinguisher layout. Mga placement. Next. Same sa second floor. Next. Ito yun po yung detail ng office of the engineer. Next. The same sa electrical layout. Next.
It's 13 day.
So, ang total pages niyo po is 73 pages. So, you can download the full plan on PhilJobs for next. Thank you.
Dalawa na yan.
Same na.
Same.
Okay. So, sa Manaet naman po, Barangay Manaet,
Location ng.
for the construction of multipurpose building, Barangay
Pwede
Hall,
mo pa.
Barangay Manaet, Bacacay, Albay,
Ipakita
with location of 13.282607 north latitude and 123.85289 east longitude. So, show na lang po natin sa vicinity map. Mas maganda yung isa. Next.
ano mo na, diretso mo na.
Same pay items po, same except the location will be changed from the previous project. So, ang location nyo po is dun po sa may actually dun sa may na road open din. Newly road sa Barangay Manaet. Anong sitio natin eh? Anyway, along the road po siya. Makikita niyo naman po yung location. Nasa gitna siya ng lote. So, yan po. Anyway, same din po. The difference is that 77 pages siya compared dun sa previous. I think the difference with the previous plan, sa plan ng Barangay Cajugotan,
May pang-maintenance na, may pang-house, pang-may, design. Tapos, mahiling ito naman ito po sa site. Ito, maganda ko ito.
anyway, ano naman, in detail naman, temporary lang naman.
Oo, pero, kaipon, sila
Sige, okay, yun lang po. Ang difference lang naman po niya is yung location po. Thank you, ma'am.
Ay, wala ko predicting pa. Ano po kayang fire extinguisher? Ano ini? I-ano nila yan? I-pay item ini?
Ako, may item.
Nasa,
nakasabay sa
pinakalasang.
Kaya nga nandito po, nandito.
Ayun
Oo,
sa,
yung dito.
ito, mechanical.
Kumbaga, baka nga kung may specs na pati, may ano na, may ini-arutan kung perang kung di naman ito ipoprovide, hindi man ipoprovide ka ng contractor kasi minsan kaya baga ang ano ta is from most to is. So kung bawa kung date man sa naong kwarta ta, tangan mo kita mamintura kung dai kitang pinto.
Kailangan sa reward na sabi ibig. Ibigin mo mo ng pintura ba?
Okay. Sige, very important talaga yung building
Building permit and occupancy certificate.
kasabay talaga.
Fire safety.
Just popularity.
Sa permits and clearances yun, pato.
Hindi. May pay.
May PIT na fire
Parang requirements din siya. Parang requirements.
For the type, kasi yung sa question niyo, sir, yung sa type po kasi ng building, minimum requirement is fire extinguisher. Unless high occupied building like mga school building, mga nire-require yung fire sprinkler or fire
hydrant.
Any more
Depende sa capacity.
clarifications or comments?
There's none. So maybe remind all the prospective readers that pwede pa man sila mag-written request if may mga clarifications. Tapos mabid ulitin na lang.
Mag-visit ka lang sa
So, only written request for clarification received by the office within the prescribed period shall be officially acted upon. Any modification on the bidding documents shall be communicated through a supplemental or bid bulletin. And bids must be submitted on or before the deadline indicated in the ITB. And late submission shall not be accepted. If there are no other further questions and concerns, we thank everyone for their participation and cooperation. So this pre-bid conference for the projects 26FA009, 26FA0010, 26FA0011 is hereby adjourned. Thank you and have a good day.
Today, the city.